Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time where I look at the news from the Daily Mail website. I wonder what joys await us. I do not know. I have not checked it. So this is going to be a bumpy ride. Right, let's see what we've got first. Oh, a Mail Plus story. It's a good one. It's, again, Mail Plus. It's in by a paywall, but I think it's something we all need to know. How you can pay for your mortgage like Keir Starmer. Well, I think being Keir Starmer probably helps. You know, because he knows a few people, doesn't he? He knows Lord Ali and all that. You know what these politicos are like. They've always got money when they need it, haven't they? No? Okay, we'll move on. Oh, court news. I haven't done court news in a while. Well, not since the last time we did it, whenever that was. This is the story of June Mills, 96, of Ainsdale in Merseyside. She has the joy, and you can almost see the joy on a 96-year-old face of being the oldest person convicted of dangerous driving. Yeah, the 96-year-old admitted causing the death of Brenda Joyce, 76, last year, on August the 2nd last year, in Formby. She killed the pensioner when she lost control of her Vauxhall Corsa and mounted the pavement. And her victim suffered a serious head injury and died at the scene, while another pedestrian, 8-year-old Jennifer Ensnor, suffered slight injuries. But don't worry, she was spared jail. Even though she killed someone, she spared jail because the judge had sympathy. He gave her an 18-month suspended prison term. Isn't it good? Isn't it nice? The judge said, "You've lost your good character. Not that poor woman. That poor woman lost her bleeding life." And there's a picture of the scene there. So I mean, again, if for somebody I'm a pedestrian who walks the dog a lot, it always worries me that someone's going to lose control of their vehicle and mount the pavement. It's one of my fears, Judge Simon Medland said, "On any view from every angle, this case is not a tragedy. For the victim, Mrs. Joyce died while Miss Ensner was injured, and you've lost your good character." Now look, I'm sorry, she's 96 years old. How on earth could she be fit to drive a vehicle? Now, I'm of the mind that once you hit 70, you should be tested. Maybe every couple of years, and then when you hit 80, every year. Because I've seen some decrepit old things getting in and out of cars, and you think, God blimey, But yeah, that's justice for you. Thanks for playing. Right, here we go. This is we've got a colour perception test. Okay, this is a new test that will have you question everything you thought you knew about colours. This is the colour matching game, and it asks you to match different shades. We've obviously got blue and some kind of purple, possibly puce. I don't know, not quite maroon though. It's a thing you can do. The test is a brainchild of Colour Light Lens. A company develops colour vision enhancement lenses to correct colour vision deficiency and colour blindness. And indeed, you can take the test. There is a whole website where you can take the test. Shall we go? I don't know. We've got it set to easy level. I've just pressed the wrong button there. So I'm going to match the colours using the slider. There's orange. Wow, this is This is top drawer entertainment. This is. How many do I have to do? Oh God, blue. No. But yeah, this one's a bit more fiddly because the slider's a bit. Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? It's a bit more red, that one. Oh, this is hours of fun for all the family. I can't get it red enough. Maybe it's at the other end. Maybe there's a red at the other end. Ah. Here we go. How many more of these I've got to get? Purple again. Right. Average difference of the level was 5. Target value is 300 to 304. Right. I think this is bollocks. It's very hard to pinpoint it with the slider. Very hard. But anyway, you can try that. That's fun. Colour light lens. Sorry for wasting your time. An utter waste of time. Yeah, for people. Talking of an utter waste of time, did you know you could be living in an AI simulation? This is called to Melvin Vopson. Would you trust a man called Vopson? I wouldn't. He sounds very dodgy. An associate professor in physics at the University of Portsmouth. He reckons that the entire universe may be an advanced computer simulation, right? That we're living in the Matrix. Somebody tell Andrew Tate. And do you know he's come to this? Because of the Bible. Right? Vopson said the Bible itself tells us that we're in a simulation, and it also tells us who's doing it. It's done by AI, artificial intelligence. Oh, tell me more. Tell me more, Professor. He points to the Gospel of John, one of the first 4 books of the New Testament, the second part of the Christian Bible. He says the Gospel of John opens with the powerful statement, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Yeah, sorry, the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And apparently that, he's taken it kind of, this is a new interpretation of the Bible. He says the verse has deep theological significance in Christian doctrine, but also covers intriguing implications when considering context to the universe as a simulation. No, it doesn't. It means that God is whole. You know, the Word is God, and the Word was with God, and that God and the Word is, you know, it's a whole. It means that God is the whole. Ah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, so he's a professor, you know. It's worrying, isn't it? He's a professor. I think he's watched the I think he's watched The Matrix too much. Right, and here's the clues that we live in a virtual world. Are you ready for this? Limits to how fast light and sound travel. And they reckon they correspond to the speed of a computer processor. Elementary particles akin to pixels. Symmetry saves computational power and energy. And the laws of physics, which are akin to a computer code. Oh dear. Okay then. Alright then. What else have we got? Here we go. Human trafficking. That's a jolly topic, isn't it? No? Oh, now Safari decides it doesn't want to work. I don't know why I bother doing any of this. I really don't. Why am I bothering? And now it's refreshed and I've lost the story. Why? Why would you do that to me? Oh, I've got to do that. I've got to do that one. Sorry, I'm still trying to find that story because it was there a minute ago and now it's gone. Oh, here we go. This is a family-run human trafficking gang. Isn't that nice? This is Ernest Drevenak and Veronika Bubinsikova. They started exploiting men from the Czech Republic back in 2015. Were only caught in 2019. The victims, who were homeless, unemployed or in very low-paid jobs in the Czech Republic, were brought to the UK with the promises of a better life. But some were put to work at a branch of McDonald's in Caxton in Cambridgeshire, and others were made to work at a factory providing bread for high street supermarkets. And yeah, well, they've been found guilty now. Here they are. Lovely chaps. So where is it? Where else have we got? This is this is the branch of McDonald's. You might want to. I think it'd be all right now. But if you was wondering why your order was wrong, it's because you'd think people would notice. But yeah, apparently it went on for a long time. There were 16 slavery victims in all. 9 working at McDonald's and 1 working at a bread company. Yeah, and warning signs were missed for many years by officials. What did they get sent down for? What does it say? They were found guilty last October at a trial in Cambridge Court, where Drevnik was jailed for 12.5 years, and Bubachova was sent down for 10.5 years. This Cambridge revealed in a statement today. So even though that happened in October, well, there must be other crimes that they've been involved in. And they reckon the couple stole at least £200,000 from the men over a 4-year period. Reporting on the case has been prevented and now due to reporting restrictions, probably because there's another case ongoing too that they're involved in. That's the usual reason. Isn't it marvellous? You know, that's what you get for having open borders and freedom of movement, isn't it? Or bad news for Scots today. They're facing huge hikes in the price of alcohol. Yes, the SNP lifted its minimum unit costs, with some drinks now costing 2/3 more than England. So we're going to see a lot more Scottish people coming down south, I reckon. Yeah, they're facing, they reckon, 30% hike in the minimum alcohol prices, even though they reckon that the policy that they've introduced doesn't work. The minimum cost per unit is gone up from 50p to 65p. And yeah, you can see, here you go, a bottle of whiskey now goes up from £14 to £18.20. Lager, £1 to £1.30, and wine, £5 to £6.50. And yeah, here you can see, this is the difference between England and Scotland. Oh man, they're going to be doing booze runs down south, aren't they? Yeah. But yeah, meanwhile, alcohol deaths in Scotland have hit a 15-year high, meaning that the whole policy doesn't work. So I don't know what they're going to do. Meanwhile, it's the end of British steelmaking, as the final blast furnace at Tatar in Port Talbot will be closing today, with 2,800 jobs at risk. Get it done cheaper in China. That's why. They didn't manage to take on the Chinese. What else have we got? Hey, good news, everybody. The Marburg virus has spread. I don't know if you remember that one. It's a bit like Ebola, the Marburg. We covered it before. Well, anyway, it's on the rise in Rwanda. Do you remember Rwanda? We're going to send everybody there. It was going to be really nice, wasn't it? Well, they reckon that it's spreading. Uh-oh. Yeah, Rwanda's health ministry has confirmed 8 people have now died. And is it 300 thought to be at risk? And I reckon it may spread. So, and I reckon it's your old fruit bats who are guilty of spreading it. Oh, it's always the bats, isn't it? It's always the bats. So yeah, and you start bleeding out your eyes. So it's yeah. Meanwhile, a heroin dealer was caught and felt the tongue of the judge. Yeah, Entison Dimitri, 35, was captured dealing cocaine and heroin at the back of his black Volkswagen Polo. A casino's CCTV cameras in Peterborough. Here we go. There's some fuzzed out people. And the judge said, this is. The judge reminded him, said, having watched the CCTV, you were somewhat naive, given the fact you were dealing drugs in full view of the CCTV. It was just a question of time before you were caught, because you're not very good at it. There you go. There you go. No. Detectives raided his home and found more drugs, the value of which was more than £10,000. So there you go. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Suspended for 2 years. And he's got to carry out 108 hours unpaid work. Completes 25-day rehabilitation activity requirement and adhere to a curfew. And no, selling drugs is not part of the 108 hours unpaid work. So there you go. Don't sell drugs, kids. Don't sell drugs. Meanwhile, we're going to go to a delightful rectory in Kelmithut, north of Antwerp. Right, here we go. That's Belgium, isn't it? Oh no, it's the Belgians. Look at that. I wonder what went on there. Shall we read on? Oh, let's read on. Yep, a 69-year-old British clergyman died after a night of sex and drugs with a Belgian priest, who's since been arrested. Belgian authorities revealed after taking ecstasy and poppers and having the old bum fun, a British priest suddenly felt unwell. Shortly after midnight, his Belgian colleague, identified only as Pastor B, the B stands for bum fun. I'm sorry. The emergency service could not resuscitate his companion, and he's been arrested. Yeah, his sudden arrest has shocked the small parish of Hyde. There you go. So, and this is St Joseph's Church. That was the rectory house we saw. This is the actual church that's connected to it. So, there you go. If you're looking for a good time, that's where you need to go. And they've even included some pictures of poppers in case you don't know what they are. There you go. There you go. Loosens the old sphincter, as it were. The prosecutor's office revealed it appears that two men had used ecstasy and poppers together and had sex. 2 ecstasy pills were also found. Traces of narcotics were found on the victim's body. Christoph Ertz of the Antwerp Public Prosecutor's Office said. An initial urine test showed ecstasy had been taken. There you go. But yeah, the 60-year-old priest was questioned by the judge on Friday and gave a statement. But yeah, the man who died had been visiting colleagues to coincide with the Pope's visit to Belgium. There you go. See the Pope. Have a bit of fun. Ah well, he's up in heaven now, rubbing his bottom and going, oh blimey, I've got some explaining to do. And here's the Pope. He's saying, where's that church where they have all the bum fun in Belgium? That's what he's saying. Look, it's not my fault. It's the Daily Mail what made me do it. Everybody knows that. Meanwhile, tonight we've got the Philip Schofield documentary on, where he's cast away on a desert island. What's that? Epstein's Island. He could only wish there were no boys on Epstein's Island. But yeah, Eamon Holmes has chimed in and says that Philip Schofield deserves to be in exile and is addicted to fame. Now he would know, because him and his missus knew about the shenanigans this morning. And apparently it's going to be good. It might be worth watching, because old Scof just sits there feeling sorry for himself and moaning about his colleagues. So I'm kind of tempted to watch. But yeah, there's Eamon Holmes telling it how it is. But he knew him and his missus knew that Schofield was living a double life and chasing the runner. That's why they call them runners, because they had to run away from Philip Schofield. So there you go. And look, here they are in happier times. But then Eamon Holmes knew he was safe. He was too old. He was too old for Schofield, even though he couldn't outrun him. He knew he was too old. There you go. Yeah, it's just... And here he is going on the desert island. We've got what they're really covering it on the Daily Mail tonight. Here he is. Look. Maybe he really is on his own. Maybe he really is just like doing his own camera work. That would be pretty cool. That there isn't a crew with him. But there you go. What else have we got? Haven't got anything else here. Okay, that's a good one. I just found you a good one. Right, but we're going to do. This is a Reddit. Yeah, there's a Reddit. Yeah, Reddit. You familiar with it? They have a thread on it called "Am I the arsehole?" And this is a woman. She's a newlywed, and she's asking, "Is she the arsehole?" Right? And right, the story is, right, she's with this guy and they date for 6 months, right, and then they got engaged and then they got married. So it's like a whirlwind thing, and they go away on honeymoon. But before this, they never really, you know, consummated the relationship. Put it politely, they fooled around, but they never got past first base. You can do it. You can do this. You can be euphemistic. But so she thought, oh well, maybe he's just he said he wanted to save it for the honeymoon. She went, oh, traditional. She was kind of impressed. But then on the honeymoon, when it got down to it, she discovers, now she's 27, he's 32, she discovers he's got a micro penis. She feels like she's been lied to. And, yeah. Now, is she the arsehole? That's the question. Now, flip it around. If it was a man, and he said, well, we had the honeymoon and she had a big flapping fanny, they'd say, well, you're the arsehole. You see? But men, you can mock a men's genitals, and that's fine. But women, no, it doesn't. See, this is how you know. This is how you know. If you just swap it around, that's how you know. So there you go. So she is the arsehole, and she's got a micro penis. Again, pictures or it didn't happen, isn't it? Pictures or it didn't happen. But hey, we go from micro penises to things stuck in bottoms. Oh yeah, we're going to Russia. I'm just going to show you the X-ray. I'm just going to show you the X-ray. We haven't had one of these in ages. That is a glass jar. He managed to get an entire glass jar up his rear end, up his back passage. That looks like a jam jar, That looks like a Robertson's jams jar, doesn't it? That's impressive. That's a real Goatsy moment. Who remembers Goatsy? Yeah. And and this is it from a different angle. Look, I bring you the good stories. Forget politics. This is the good stuff. And and here's a little graph, and it shows you that that the amount of instances of rectal foreign body removals have gone up. Yeah, they're actually gone up in the last 20 years. Oh dear, why? Why do you do it? Yeah, but this was in Nizhny Novgorod in Russia, right? And he inserted a pint-sized glass into his back passage. but they managed to remove the vessel in full without shattering. Because again, very dangerous. He was in high risk of death, because if the glass had shattered, it would have punctured him, and it was bad that. But yeah, speaking of the case, representatives of the hospital that treat the patients said doctors must not judge patients for their unconventional sexual proclivities. The hospital spokesman Alexei Nikonov, not Nikobolikov. That's the guy with 3 testicles, isn't it? Yeah, Yudi Nikobolikov. Yeah, man with 3 testicles. Oh, I'm wasted. I'm wasted on you peasants. He said, remember that doctors are not the morality police. But come on, you get that in the door. You go, what the actual... But yeah, Mr. Nikonov added that despite Russia having strict anti-LGBTQ plus laws, locals should not hesitate to seek help from medics. Yeah. But yeah, the glass was inside the man's back passage, slowly moving towards the upper bow. They managed to retrieve the glass jar without surgery, as well as a condom and some lubricant from his rectum. What else did they find up there? Yellow pages, you know, an old boot, you know, a tyre. I mean, crikey, this guy was like the Manchester Canal, wasn't he? So yeah, in the UK, taxpayers fork out nearly £500,000 per year to help treat people with sexual mishaps. And yeah, as you can see, the rates have gone up. It costs £850 an object to get something removed from your bottom. So remember that, folks. It's nearly 900 quid sticking something in your bum. And look, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's the Daily Mail that makes me do this, isn't it? It's the Daily Mail. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. So what else have we got? So we've done that one. That was a good one, wasn't it? We haven't had one of those in ages. I miss those. Meanwhile, a record 1,300 migrants are caught pretending to be children in the past year. That's good news, isn't it? You can usually tell because they've got full beards, you know. Funny that. What else have we got? Can't do that one. Should we just do the animal story? Have we done half an hour? Yeah, we've done half an hour. Let's do an animal story. And this is a collection of pictures of dogs who've tried to eat bees, right? Now, my old dog, Hannah, notorious. She'd see anything. She'd try and get wasps, bees. I had to really be tough with her because it's not good. If a dog gets hold of a bee, it can sting their mouths, their tongues, and they can choke. So while this is funny, there is a serious aspect to this as well. So, you know, so we can, oh, blimey. That's a Siberian Husky, would you believe it? Ends up looking like Goofy. He's got one side of the face. That just looks wrong. Oh dear, he's been stung in the throat, poor sod. Oh dear. It's not good, is it? Not good. He looks like he's smiling. Wowzer. That's a Doberman. No, it's hard to recognise, isn't it? These look like dogs you'd see in cartoons. Ah, that's a little terrier, Patterdale Terrier. Oh, look at that. That's a Labrador. I like the car. He's looking at him. He's going, what? Yep, he's not looking good. He's smiling. He's smiling through it. Yeah. It's hard not to laugh though, but it is dangerous. Oh, that spaniel, he looks rather sad though. He's nice and fluffy. That's a Samoyed. Blimey. I guess that's another Labrador, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he's suffering too. So yeah, we've got quite a few of these to get through. Oh, that looks painful. That's a Chihuahua, little face, more swelling. Oh my goodness, that's a Shiba Inu. It just looks wrong, doesn't it? He knows he's going to the vet. There's another one, and that's the last one there. But there you go. So we've got to be very careful with the dogs and the bees and the wasps, and nettles and all sorts of things as well. People forget nettles. Anyway, should we see if there's anybody in? Blimey, there is. Oh, wait a minute. We've got 10 people watching. Bloody hell. Tony's in. He says, good afternoon. Afternoon. Boyd says, driving test every 2 years, aged 70. Yeah, I just think, it's very, very dangerous. It's dangerous when you're young. It's dangerous when you're in good spirits, when you're in good mind. So when somebody who's like 96, it's like, that's crazy. Bruce says, thank goodness I moved from Scotland 20 odd years ago. You can still afford your tipple. There you go. Mind you, there could be money. If you open an off licence right on the border, near Carlisle, you're going to be quids in. There's going to be a lot of thirsty jocks coming in, aren't there? But I feel sorry for them. It doesn't work. Again, they did a similar thing with the with sugar and sugary drinks down here as well. And if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna buy it. It doesn't really put people off. It's like cigarettes, really. You just got to kind of make it, unfashionable. So yeah. Oh, blimey, AJ has given me money, and that means I love AJ. I love AJ more than life itself, and it's $4, which Google said it's worth £3, so that's not bad. I can zoom in. We can show it. Oh, why don't you do what I want you to do? There you go. Thank you, AJ. That is very, very kind of you. That is very, very kind. Remember, folks, you can give me money. You can. You can if you wish. I don't like to go on about it, but you can if you want to. AJ says, glad to see Coffee Time back. You're welcome. Well, the thing is my daughter was off with her exams. She finished, blimey, June, I think it was. So I was spending a lot of time with my daughter, and I need the house quiet. They're back at school now, so we spent the summer just loafing around. So that's why there was no Coffee Time. Sorry. And now I've got back on the horse again. I have to force myself to do it because it's not very popular, but I like doing it because it keeps my mind sharp. It kind of keeps me thinking. So because it's all, I'm just reacting to it and trying to be funny. Renee's in. Good afternoon. How you feeling? Still got a cold? Yeah, I've been like it about 3 weeks now, and it's just I can't seem to shift it. And I've got me vaccines next week, so I don't know if I'm supposed to go or not. But it's just lingering around. But I'm vulnerable. I'm a special vulnerable flower because of my diabetes. So, but yeah, it's been a stinker. And Verity's had a bad cold too. She can't seem to shift it too. So maybe it's the vid, but I've not felt too bad. I've just had like a cough, not really a cough, more of a bit of a chest infection, and a runny nose, blocked nose. It's just weird. I can't shift it. Runs in. This is hi there. All right, Clive. Jez says, hi Darren. Our local power station switches off for last time today. Oh, the coal one. I've heard about this. Yes, coal power. It's the last coal power in Britain is closing, and what can you do? What can you do? Candles at the ready. Yeah. Well, again, this is the thing. We need more nuclear power. That's what we need. Again, back in 2005, Tony Blair was pushing forward to have something like 3 new nuclear power stations built because he wanted energy autonomy for the UK. Think about that. That's what Tony Blair wanted, and he got batted back. He got everyone said no, it's not green enough, and that's why we ended up having all those costly bills with the Ukraine war and everything, and the geopolitics that Russia involved in. We had those very expensive bills. Again, the government had to bail us out. Now, if we'd have built those nuclear power stations, they'd be coming online. They'd have been coming online around now, maybe a couple of years ago, and none of that would have happened. It would have all been avoided, and we could have sold energy back to Europe, but we didn't because nuclear power is bad. It's not. It's carbon neutral. It's like oh well. And big Big says meow. Okay. Takes all sorts, I suppose. It's probably a furry, I imagine. Anyway, thank you for watching. That was Coffee. Oh God, I can't get used to this new Sequoia thing. Every time you move a window, it makes it go big. Because I updated me operating. Oh, it's done it again. That's Apple for it. Oh, stop doing that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, there's not a lot I can do. Remember, that was the news. Killing the channel one video at a time. You know you got to drink it up. Ta-ta.